one of the biggest and most successful liquor stores in the whole state of New York. Let's take a look inside Star Liquors of Monroe. We're with the manager, my good friend Jordan. Tell us a story about this store, because I know it didn't just start like this.
Started with my mom and her lifelong friend Suze. My mom's name is Beth, and their two husbands both weren't happy at their jobs, so my father had the wine knowledge and his business partner Al had the finance knowledge, and they came together and they started a wine business. And it started in a 2,500 square foot store, grew to a 5,000 square foot location, and now we're in this massive 10,000 square foot store, and I'm grateful I have the opportunity to work here and help manage it.
Funny stories about the store?
One funny story that comes to mind is last December, we got a phone call about someone was looking for a bottle of Buffalo Trace Old Fashioned Copper, and this guy said he was a cardinal and he worked for the Pope, and we were like, yeah. And so we looked him up, we Googled him, and he had a very distinct voice, and we see videos of him, and it seems like the same guy, and we're like, okay, like, you know, we're happy to sell you this bottle. He's like, oh, that's great, the Pope is gonna be so happy to enjoy this for his Christmas dinner. Anyway, you could do a little better on the price though, and we're like, no, sorry, that's the price.
What bottle is it? Buffalo Trace? Buffalo
Trace Old Fashioned Copper, yeah. Yeah, they make it in an old copper still, and it goes for maybe 5-6 grand.
Oh wow, okay. I mean, was it for the Pope? Or was it...
We think it was for the Pope. I mean, we Googled the guy, he seemed legit, his voice was exactly the same on the phone as it was in the videos.
I didn't know the Pope drinks.
Maybe just on Christmas.
There you go. Take a tour of the place, show us around, and you got a lot of different sections in here.
Sure.
I feel like we could actually start, because this is one of the coolest spots here. This is a grail. You can't find this.
It's a 3-liter bill in the case.
$609, out of my budget. Wow.
The whole store is laid out that wine is over here on the right, and we have liquor on the left. This is mostly everyday items, things under $25, and then on the racks we have the more expensive stuff. Split up by varietal over here on the wall, Merlot, Rosé, Chardonnay, and then over here on the racks it's the more expensive stuff. These racks are mostly domestic wine, Cabernet, Merlot and Pinot Noir, red blends, Syrahs, Zinfandel, and then Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc. Over here we have Argentinian and Chilean wines. We have some rosés. This is all French wine. So we got some German and Alsatian wines. Bordeaux, Rhone, Loire. Obviously Sancerre is very hot right now, and Burgundy. And this is all Beaujolais.
What section do you think you're like most proud of?
I think Mezcal.
Really?
I think in the city it's popular, but for upstate New York, any store you go into isn't gonna have as nice mezcal as we do.
Wouldn't expect that. Let's check out the mezcal.
Yeah, let's take a look. This is all Italian wines, Tuscany, Montalcino, and then that rack over there is Spain. All the cans and margarita mixes and stuff, and then this is all the tequila and mezcal up here. This stuff, super small production. You can see it's 125 liters produced. I mean, you gotta look at pictures of the distillery. It's like a donkey with a stone, and it's like, you know, like they did it in the old world. It's incredibly authentic. And of course we have the commercial stuff too, but that stuff's definitely worth tasting. Good look, we got Lafite.
What vintage Lafite is that?
I think it's either 8, 10, or 12. I think it might be 12.
Oh, that's an older one.
Yeah, this is Single Vineyard Guigal from Coloti, Dominus.
Alright, let's look around. Show me all the best values, different sections. Want to bring some stuff home?
Yes, yeah.
What do we have here?
This is Pierre Spar, Crementa Alsace, so it's a sparkling wine from Alsace. It's some of the best sparkling that you could get for under $20. Real champagne.
Yes.
Pierre Peters, some of the nicest Grand Cru champagne that you can find. Pierre Peters is one of the top producers in the world. It is really worth the money, but with some brands, sometimes you're just paying a little bit of extra for the brand. So in that case, it might not be worth the extra price tag. This is Marina Shvedek Montepulciano. This is an incredibly tannic wine. It goes great with red sauce, pasta, that sort of thing. It's a wine that's meant to be enjoyed with food, and it brings you back to dinner with your grandma. First day 3 liters for a day at the beach with some friends. This is 91 point wine enthusiast Bordeaux Superior for only $17.99, pretty good value. PYCM Rosé. They're making rosé with Burgundy grapes, with Pinot Noir grapes, and it is some of the finest rosé that I've ever tasted in my life. Rombauer Zinfandel, touch of sweetness, raisiny notes. I believe this is their second best-selling wine behind their Chardonnay, and it's absolutely worth tasting.
Do you have any natural wines? Is there a customer?
This is like these four. These are from Georgia.
Are these Georgian orange wines?
I think these two are orange. Definitely this one, and definitely not this one.
Definitely this one.
Yeah, no skin contact. Yeah, not that one. But dude, this stuff like you get such a gnarly buzz from.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really understand the appeal until I drank it. I was like, is this why people like it?
I like a gnarly buzz.
Stone Street Cab. Their vineyards are higher than the Empire State Building, so it's incredibly high appellation grapes. The grapes have to struggle so hard to stay alive that it creates for very interesting flavors.
What do you have over here?
Only the best here at Star Liquors. Of course, we have the Glenville lineup, the Red Hills, the Alex Valley, and the Howell Mountain. Incredible value in each bottle.
I appreciate it. No, there are tastings here every couple weekends or so, so if you're in the area, go ahead and try Glenville. They'll be open. Time to shop. Now we're getting orange wine from Georgia. It's the first thing in the cart. I have to get the Pierre Peters Grand Cru Champagne, under $100. Not cheap, but I love champagne, so I would definitely like to check this out. Vermont Alsace, sparkling under 20 bucks. I've never had an Alsace sparkling, so definitely something interesting to try. And I trust Jordan that this will be a good value. Also coming from Wilson Daniels, which is my favorite importer, I gotta say. #1 favorite. With summer coming up, have to get a rosé. Now, I normally don't like rosé. It's not my go-to, but Pierre-Yves Colin Moret is like the #1 like cult Burgundy producer that people know about. They're known for their wax tops. Something unique. I feel like I gotta try it. So let's add this to the cart. I've been dying to try this. It's here. Let's add this to the cart.
Prices we all just all in store sales. That's a great like porch pounder, apricot. Pairs with lobster bisque.
Totally.
Pinot Noir, Gamay is my wheelhouse.
That's the most memorable wine you've ever had. Maybe your favorite, or maybe just the most memorable because of the moment.
Sure.
What's the most memorable wine you've ever had?
I had the opportunity to taste Trimbach Riesling in the large format bottles, poured by Jean Trimbach at a tasting.
Oh, wow.
And they're like old vintages, so it was just really cool to meet them and taste some older vintages.
Cool, man. Well, yeah, I appreciate it. Looking at the store has been awesome. I really do appreciate you showing us around, and I'm excited to try those wines. There'll be some videos of them, so I'll share them along. And yeah,
absolutely.
This is great.
Thank you, Stefan, for taking the time to film us and make a video about us, and I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, bro.
All right, thank you.